And in the bad times, I fear myself.
I don't understand this whole crying thing. Is it what, like you never seen your wife look beautiful or something? I just never understood it personally. You know what I'm saying? When my wife came down the aisle, I just, I appreciated how she looked. But I wasn't like, it's not something to, let me stop talking. Let's continue. Welcome to another episode of Real View, the show where we watch online videos and give our real views. Today, I have myself again as the special guest, and I will be going through a wedding trailer today. So every time I type into YouTube, cinematic wedding film, this one always comes up and I don't understand why, but today I'm going to find out. This wedding film is by Runaway Vows. That's the company that created the film or shot the film. And the couple are Darlene and Morgan. So Daylin and Morgan, or Darlene and Morgan. So without further ado, we're going to get straight into it. Okay. Okay, this is a standard. Oh, whoa. Let's pause. So I initially thought that was just an opening drone shot, right? Just a basic standard drone shot. But then I looked into the corner and I could see what I think is the bride and groom. I just thought it was a basic drone shot, but then that is crazy. As I mentioned before, we in the black community can never ever get our couple to come and do something like this. Go and stand on a rock edge halfway through the wedding for portraits, crazy. Anyway, this is excellent. I didn't even spot it before, but yeah, 10/10. Right, so this is so different.
Girl. Are you happy in the...
Okay, I get it. I get that last shot of the camera moving through like the weeds and the grass. If I go back to it, so this is nice. This is like showing scenery, right? That's standard. It gives you context, which is very important, right? But if we move on, you see that shot there was a bit mad. I don't know what the hell was going on there. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't give any context. It doesn't show. It doesn't serve a purpose, essentially. But we'll move.
Are you happy?
I guess it's a transitioning shot to take us into bride prep, right? To take us to show us what the bride prep situation is from the opening shots into the story. Let's continue. I love that. I do love that shot, that bride prep shot.
Or do you need more?
Okay. I get what they're trying to do with all that rushing about. I guess it's like a way of transitioning between shots. But again, it just comes off as crazy and not without purpose, basically. Yeah, everything in a film should have a purpose. It should be form and function, right? When I say form, it should look nice, and when I say function, it should do something, right? These shots are I think these shots are literally just form, not function. Or the other way around, actually just function without form. It doesn't look good, but I get what they're trying to do with those shots. This is a very beautiful shot, a nice silhouette of the bride getting ready, gives context. Let me take it a bit further back. Again, this is a beautiful shot. You don't see the bride's face, it's nice and sort of hidden, and then I guess it's revealed a bit later with this wide shot. You can see the wedding dress in the corner, and you can see the MUA checking at her work of art, I guess. But I love this shot as well. It's shot through the doors. Even though it's not like lots of background blur, there's a lot of depth in the image. You know what I'm saying? It's like 3 stages. Outside the room, the doors to the room, and then inside the room. So it's just nice and cinematic. I give that props. I like the music as well. The music goes with this vibe. Yeah, that's not making sense, brother. Beautiful.
Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling.
Yeah, this filmmaker understands how to create depth in an image. Yeah, even this is like strange but very cinematic. The fact that they're out of focus and the water's in focus. It's like giving depth. The colors are very interesting as well. It's not like too bright. It's not too colorful. It's very like desaturated. And that's maybe because of the environment and the scenery, but I definitely think they've done something in editing to like reduce the colors. Like look at even the greens. The greens are a bit dull, and that's all to create that cinematic vibe, or the vibe of this video.
The good times I find myself.
I love this, you know. I feel like this wedding is just two people.
And in the bad
This is
times,
beautiful.
I fear myself.
Fire. This shot here is cold. Do you know what I'm saying? Again, demonstrating depth in an image. Yeah, you've got the foreground, which is our focus. We've got the thing or the subject, which is in focus, and then we've got the background again, which is our focus. So again, 3 layers to this image, and that's excellent. It really brings out the 3-dimensional element of this shot. And then we've got action as well. Yeah.
Tell me something.
Okay, here we go. We've got groom prep. Okay, so if my auntie watched this, if my auntie saw this shot here, she would insult somebody. She'd say, "Oh, I can't see his face. Why is half his face covered?" I guess it's a cinematic thing, but it's a bit much, you know. At least, again, if you're trying to create that 3-stage layers of depth, at least let's see the subject, right? The groom is the subject in this shot. Let's see the subject properly. Yeah, this is clean. Clean. Bro, this person, this filmmaker really took their time to get the sweet shots. Do you understand? Some of these shots are very, very exquisite. So I'm really, really appreciating this video right now.
Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? I'm falling.
Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying this video. I feel like this is something that I would see on Netflix. It's really got a Netflix vibe. You know, you're watching a movie and it's got all this. Yeah, I just like the vibe. I just don't know how to describe it. The vibe is really, really intriguing. It's very, very cinematic. And there is a reason why this video always pops up at the top whenever I type in cinematic wedding film.
In all the good times I find myself.
Okay. So I guess that's the first look.
Hold a chain. And in the bad times I fear myself.
I don't understand this whole crime thing. Is it what, like you never seen your wife look beautiful or something? I just never understood it personally. You know what I'm saying? When my wife came down the aisle, I just, you know, I appreciated how she looked. But I wasn't like, it's not something to, let me stop talking. Let's continue. I did cry a little bit when I was saying my vows though, simply because it was quite overwhelming, and I felt like there was something spiritual about it. So yeah, that was powerful. Not just, you know, when you turn around and see the bride. I really appreciate the fact that they took advantage of nature in this video. They really did their thing, like walking around the forest, going to the cliff edge. It really does something. It really adds a lot of value to this video. This is lovely, man. But really and truly, this video is literally just portraits. Do you understand? Like, I've not seen any wedding. Like, they're wearing wedding attire, but this is definitely not a wedding film. Like, this is, okay, I guess it's called a wedding trailer. But again, a wedding trailer would be the trailer to the wedding film. And this is not a wedding film. Plus, there is no association to a wedding film, so I'm a bit confused. Yeah, but again, we move. I am enjoying the video, though. Very, very nice.
We're a bunch of crying.
I know.
Dang.
I think that's really cute. That's really cute. The fact that, you know, we've heard a little bit of dialogue and they're saying stuff to each other, something that's like really personable, like, oh my God, we're crybabies. That makes the video really sweet, I guess. But again, as I said, it is a super cinematic video. It's beautiful. My only gripe is that it has nothing to do with a wedding. Do you understand? They should have labeled it, you know, this is essentially a pre-wedding shoot with wedding attire. If you really think about what we've just watched, it's a pre-wedding shoot in wedding attire. So it's slightly unfair. Like, you can't compare this to like another wedding video or wedding film because it's completely different, if that makes sense. So again, kudos to them and the way they've shot this, but it can't be classified and it can't be classed within the same realm of wedding videos and wedding films. So guys, well done.
Oh.
I wish I could rub my face like that.
It was beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. It was a sight to behold. Again, I can't rate it because it's just not within the same classification of what I would usually rate. I will try. So let's say the wedding itself. Again, there was no wedding, so that's a 0, right? The wedding cinematics and the shots, 10 out of 10. I give it like top marks. And then audio. So I think the music they picked really complemented the vibe that they were going for. And then I think the dialogue at the end, even though it was a little too late, the dialogue at the end also added some value. So with that, I wouldn't give it like out of high, medium, low. I'd give it like a medium high. I wouldn't give it a high simply because the dialogue wasn't, in my opinion, used correctly. It should have been throughout the whole video, rather than hearing the music lyrics, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's my analysis. Again, I can't give it a rating because it's not a wedding video. Yeah, hopefully I'll scour around the internet to see if they had a wedding video itself, as in they actually had a wedding, and I'll make my best attempt to rate that. So that's been this episode. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.